Welcome to the 93rd Annual Lancaster County Firemen's Association Convention Parade. Leading today's parade is a color guard made up of the volunteers of the Quarryville Fire Company. It's also Quarryville's 110th anniversary this year.
Hi there.
Strong work, men.
Command 57 is a 2010 Ford Explorer duty officer vehicle being chauffeured by Deputy Chief Mike Ross, with Chief Jamie Welk in the officer seat. Next in line is engine 575. It's a 1992 GMC brush truck being driven. The next piece is Squad 57. It's a 1994 Ford personal carrier. Following that is engine 57-2. It's a 1986 Mack LTI engine. It has a 1,000 gallon per minute pump and 750 gallons of water. Its primary used as a water supply engine and backup rescue. Engine 57-4 is a 1994 E1 Century pumper. It's got a 1,250 gallon per minute pump and 1,000 gallons of water. This piece was just refurbed this past year. It's first out on all structure fires. Rescue 57 is a 2008 Pierce Dash rescue engine. It has a 2,000 per gallon per minute pump. It has 800 gallons of water, and it's a heavy rescue. Tanker 57 is a 2000 Mack, manufactured by S&S Manufacturing. It carries 3,500 gallons of water and has a 2,000 per gallon minute pump. Truck 57 is a 2003 Pierce Dash ladder tower. Now passing to the Red Knights Motorcycle Club. It's a motorcycle club consisting of firefighters and other emergency workers.
Next up, we have the Ridge Fire Company. Engine 62.5 is a pumper tanker. It's a 2002 American in France. It's got a tank size of 3,600 gallons. It's being officered by Chief McMillan. Engine 625 is also filling in for us while we're providing this event. We're followed by the Water Witch Fire Company, Port Deposit, Maryland. Engine Company 7 is a 2002 Pierce Sabre. Runs primarily as a suppression engine. It's being officered by Deputy Chief Lipka Jr. Water Witch, along with Gap Fire Company, are also providing fire coverage while we're providing this event. Truck 42 is a 2002 E1. It's got a 1,500 gallon per minute pump, 500 gallons of water. It's being officered by Assistant Chief Piler, driven by Lieutenant Slaymaker. Rescue 42, also from the Gap Fire Company, it's a 2010 Pierce Aero XT. Primary function as a rescue company. Also has a 1,500 gallon per minute pump, with 780 gallons of water. Officer in charge is Engineer Myler. Next up is the Conestoga Fire Company. Engine 532 is a 1998 Freightliner made by 4 guys. It's a 1,500 gallon per minute pump, 500 gallons of water on it. This is their second out engine. Being followed by the Strasburg Fire Company. Engine 51 is a 1982 Seagrave engine. It's got 1,000 gallons of water, 1,250 gallon per minute pump. Also from the Strasburg Fire Company, Squad 5 is a 2000 Chevy 3500. This is used to carry personnel. Next up is the Lancaster Fire Company. Engine 54-2 is a 2011 Pierce engine. It's got 1,000 gallons of water, 1,500 gallon per minute pump. This is their first out unit for all structure fires. Captain Ebersol is the officer in charge of that. Also from the Lancaster Fire Company, engine 54-1 is a 1994 Spartan. It's used as an engine as well as a rescue. It's got 750 gallons of water on it, 1750 pump. Engineer King is the officer in charge today. Next up from the Bart Fire Company is their Antique. It's a 1954 GMC, 500 gallons of water, 500 gallon per minute pump. President Levi Glick is the officer in charge of this unit today. Antique 51 is being followed by QRS 51. It's a 2007 Chevy Suburban. Quick response vehicle for all medical aids. EMT Roten is the officer in charge today. Also from the Bard Fire Company, Squad 51. It's a 2011 Ford F-350. It's a personnel carry. Lieutenant Larry is in charge today. Sorry, Larry. Engine 51-2 is a 1990 Ford E1. It's a second dude for all structure fires. Chief King is the officer in charge today. Engine 51-1 is a 2001 Pierce. This is used as an engine as well as rescue. It's the first out for all structure fires. Making a noise, I won't say his name. Thanks for coming, guys. Tanker 51 is the next unit from Bart Township. It's a 2008 Kenworth, built by Pierce. It's got 3,000 gallons of water, 2,000 gallon per minute pump. Assistant Chief Lefevre is the officer in charge today. Next up is the Repton Fire Company. Squad 59 is a 1996 Chevy. It's used as a personnel carrier. Firefighter Trimble is the officer in charge today. That's being followed by Brush 59. Brush 59 is a 1973 International Young. It's used for brush fires. Pump size 500 gallon per minute with a 500 gallon tank. Lieutenant Henry is in charge of this unit. Engine 59-2 is a 2003 International. It's a 1,500 gallon per minute pump, 750 gallons of water on it. This unit is their first out for all structure fires. Lieutenant Nate Hamill is in charge of the unit today. Tanker 59, also from the Repton Fire Company. It's a 1998 Peterbilt. It's got 3,500 gallons of water. Fire chief is in charge of this unit today. Next up is the Robert Fulton Fire Company. A 2001 GMC Yukon. This is Command 89, utilized by Chief 89. This unit is also pulling Special Unit 89. This is being followed by Engine 89.5. Engine 89.5 is a 1999 Ford F550 brush truck. It's got 400 gallons of water on it. And is also pulling Boat 89. Safety Officer Miller is in charge of this unit for the day. Engine 89.1, also from the Robert Fulton Fire Company, is a 1991 Pierce Dash engine. It's first out for all structure fires. It's got 750 gallons of water and 1,250 gallon per minute pump. Head Deputy Chief Hodgson is in charge today. Rescue 89 is a 1989 Pierce Lance Heavy Rescue. Deputy Bartow is in charge of the unit today. Tanker 89 is a 1984 Mack put together by Pierce Manufacturing. It's got a 3,000 gallon tank, 1,000 gallon per minute pump on it. Firefighter Stone is in charge today. Next couple units we have coming through here is from the Willow Street Fire Company, Station 50. First one is Command 50. It's used by the chief officers as the duty vehicle. It's a 2012 Ford Expedition. Chief Mike Reese is in charge of this unit today.
Looking very nice, I may say.
It's followed by Engine 501. Engine 501 is a 1991 Simon Duplex Rescue engine. It's got 1,500 gallons of water on it, 1,250 pump. Engine 502 is a 2010 Pierce Arrow. It's got 600 gallons of water, 1,500 gallons per minute pump. Deputy Chief Dave Reese is in charge of this unit today. Next up, Rescue Squad 50. Rescue 50 is a 2003 Pierce Heavy Rescue. Lieutenant Seth is riding the seat with Assistant Chief Rainier Jr. driving.
For other people.
Following Rescue 50 is Tower 50. Tower 50 is a 1987 Pierce Arrow, 110-foot ladder on it. It's got 200 gallons of water with a 1,500 gallon per minute pump. Craig Rainier Sr. is the officer of the day, being driven by Mr. Hessler. Next up is the Christiana Fire Company. Brush 52 is a 2006 Ford F350. This is a brush unit used for brush fires. It's got a 150 gallon tank, 150 gallon per minute pump. Firefighter Baldwin is in charge of the unit for the day. Engine 52-1 is next up. It's a 2005 Pierce engine, 750 gallons of water, a 1,500 gallon per minute pump. Lieutenant Stolzfus is the officer in charge today. Next up is Tanker 52-2. It's a 2005 Peterbilt. put together by Pierce. It's a 3,000 gallon tank, a 1,500 gallon per minute pump. Lieutenant Meeks is in charge of the unit today. Driven by Captain Wallace. Good.
Out of my cooler.
Got a cooler?
Yeah, we're good.
Got it here?
That's afterwards.
Next from Roundsville Fire Company, we have Squad 58-1. It's a 2000 Ford Expedition. It's being driven by Chief Strickler. It's also pulling boat 58-2. Next up is Brush 58. Brush 58 is towing boat 58-1. Brush 58 is a 1997 Ford F-350. Engine 58-1 is a 1998 C-grade, 2,000 gallon per minute pump, 1,000 gallons of water on it. Dave Walters is in charge of the unit today. Engine 58-2 is a 1992 Pierce Dash, 500 gallons of water, 1,500 gallon per minute pump. Matt Snyder is the officer of the unit today. Tanker 58 is a 2000 Firecat. It's a 1750 pump, 3,000 gallons of water. Lieutenant Watson is the officer today. Next up, we have a privately owned 1967 Chevy Camaro. Dean Rice. Next up, from the Lancaster EMS Association, one of their ambulances. Thank you for coming. Thank you also for providing EMS for today. Next up, from Knowles Towing, we have a 2012 Western Star slide rotating power truck. It's being driven by Dane Knoll, along with his lovely wife Gwen. From Glick Fire Equipment, we have a 2013 Ford F-350. Being driven by everyone's favorite mechanic, Lamar. We're along with Fire Company. We have engine 25-1. Engine 25-1 is a 2012 Pierce Aero XT. It's got 750 gallons of water,
How do they let you drive that?
2,000 gallon per minute pump. Being driven by Quarryville Fire member Kevin Prater. Next up, next from the Manheim Township Fire Company, being led by Chief 20, Rick Kane, is driving a 2011 Ford Expedition. Next up is engine 201. Engine 201 is a 2011 Pierce Aero XT, 500 gallons of water, 2,000 gallon per minute pump. It's being followed by engine 208. That's being followed by Squad 209, 2012 Peterbilt, put together by Pierce. And Rescue 201, also from Manheim Township, is a 2007 Rescue engine. It's being followed by Squad 205. Squad 205 is being followed by Truck 204. Tiller 204 is being chauffeured by Sergeant Spangler. It's a 2006 Pierce Dash, tractor drawn aerial. The tillman of the day is Sergeant Hunt. Next up, from the Bory Antique Fire Brigade, Deputy Chief Bory is the Deputy Chief of Manheim Township Fire Company. He owns a 1968 American LaFrance. It's got 300 gallons of water, 1250 pump. East Petersburg Fire Company is the next one coming through. Command 23 being driven by Chief James Rohr. 2011 Chevy Tahoe. Next up we have here is truck 23, also from the East Petersburg Fire Company. It's a 1999 Pierce Dash ladder truck. It's got 500 gallons of water, 1250 pump. Captain Stauffer is in charge of this unit for the day. This unit is also a all-steer vehicle. Following truck 23 is tanker 32 from the 5 Pointsville Fire Company. They have a 2013 KME. It's got 2,500 gallons of water, 1750 pump. Chief Shirk is in charge of this unit today. Today's chief engineer. Next up, the Lancaster Township Fire Company, Rescue 66. Rescue 66 is a 2006 Pierce Heavy Rescue. Chief Ron Comfort is in charge of the unit for the day. Rescue 66 is being followed by engine 66-2. It's a 1995 Pierce engine. 1,500 gallon per minute pump. This is their second out engine for all structure fires and their first due. Assistant Chief Allsnott is in charge today. Next up is the Bainbridge Fire Company. Engine 71-2 is a 2003 Peterbilt. It's got 1,000 gallons of water. Captain Crater is in charge of the unit today. Tanker 71, also from Bainbridge. 2001 Peterbilt, New Lexington. It's a 3,000 gallon tanker, 1,750 gallons. Chief Stoner is in charge of the unit today. Rescue 79-2 comes from Maytown, East Donegal Fire Company. It's a 1978 Mack Swab. It's used as a rescue and QRS. Firefighter Miller is in charge of this unit today. Next up is the Kinzer Fire Company. Engine 45-2 is a 2003 Pierce Dash. 500 gallons of water, 1,750 gallon per minute pump. This is also a 4-wheel drive unit. Simon Kagan is in charge of the unit today.
Now passing from the Susquehanna Fire Company in Columbia, Pennsylvania, is a 1969 Harley-Davidson Sparky cart used for fire prevention events. Firefighter Mark Fritz is in charge of the unit today. Also from the Susquehanna Fire Company, Rescue 804, it's a 1997 Simon Duplex Heavy Rescue. Officer in charge is Lieutenant Gray. From the Lincoln Fire Company in Ephrata, engine 16-1. It's a 1992 Pierce Lance. It's a telesquirt. 1,750 gallon per minute pump, 500 gallons of water. It's the first due in all structure fires. Assistant Chief Gaiman is in charge. From the Columbia Consolidated Fire Company, engine 807, a 1989 Simon Duplex E1. Engine, 1,500 gallon per minute pump, 750 gallons of water, under the command of Assistant Chief Broom. Next piece is from Select Security. It's a 1938 Mack antique fire apparatus. Akron Volunteer Fire Company, a 1951 Mack. Assistant Chief Tom Murray is in charge of that today. Next piece is privately owned. It's a 1974 Han. Chris Haldeman is the owner of that piece. From the Mannheim Fire Company, Squad 26, it's a 1995 Ford F-350 used for personnel carrying. Officer in charge is Firefighter Deck. From the Neptune Fire Company of Richland, Utility 33, a 2006 Ford F-350 utility vehicle under the command of Firefighter Henry. From the West Grove Fire Company, 1927 Hale antique fire apparatus. It's got a 500 gallon per minute pump. This was the first new pumper purchased by the fire company. It's under the command of Vice President Mike Miller. Following that, from the Lancaster County Hazmat, is Squad 21. It's a Ford Expedition duty officer vehicle under the command of Captain Hudson. Following that, also from Hazmat 2, is Hazmat 22. It's an F-550 Ford spill control unit, also under the command of Captain Hudson. From the Paradise Lehman Place Fire Company, Brush 47. It's a 1984 Chevy. It was home built, and it's a brush truck. It's got a 250 gallon per minute pump, 200 gallons of water, under the command of Firefighter Yams. From Hocassin, Delaware, and the Hocassin Fire Company, engine 19.2. It's a 1967 Autocar Han. It's got a 1,250 gallon per minute pump and 500 gallons of water. Its officer in charge is Barry Beck. From the Etna Hose Hook and Ladder Company in Newark, Delaware, a 1954 American LaFrance 700 series. It's got a 750 gallon per minute pump and 300 gallons of water, under the command of Firefighter Steve Austin. From the Mount Joy Forest Fire Service crew, engine 93-1. It's a 2001 Ford F-350 brush truck. Has an 80 gallon per minute pump and 250 gallons of water, under the command of Firefighter Daimler. Also from the Mount Joy Forest Fire crew, Brush 93-3, a 1976 Jeep model CJ5 brush truck, under the command of Firefighter Link. That concludes our parade today. Hopefully you've enjoyed it.